Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Noto the Nomad here, coming to you with another video, man. I see you mess with the Yellowstone video, but I wanted to make a list of 5 things you should not do when you come working for Yellowstone and in Xanterra. And I felt like this is like a little thing that people really should actually listen to and actually take heed to, actually adhere to this, because it's one thing to be like, okay, we knew the instruction manual on being safe and all this other stuff, but it's a lot of social things and regular situations that we actually need to be briefed upon while we're here so you can have a really better experience. So without further ado, excuse me, guys, excuse me. But anyway, without further ado, let's go on to get started on the first thing you should not do when you're working in Yellowstone. One is getting caught up in the party culture, caught up in the pub culture. Now, I'm not against having no fun, guys. So, I'm not against having any fun at all. But at the same time, there needs to be levels to it, and it's a lot of like a big degree of escapism here, that they feel like, oh, I'm finally away from my parents' house, or I'm finally away from whatever bondage you were in your city, and you feel like you don't have any repercussions or anything like that, and you get caught up in the party and the pub lifestyle, and it'll end up taking you down another path that you don't need to come down. You know what I mean? So, like, there's nothing wrong with having fun. I understand having fun, even if you do so every night, but do so responsibly. And I mean, like, really responsibly. This ain't meant to be no commercial to be like, okay, no, we see this all the time. No. It's not cliche. Really be responsible, especially if you're drinking a lot and every day. Now, if you're one of those types that can actually socially do it, I mean, you can do it and you can function properly after drinking and actually get up and go to work and all this other stuff, then yes, you're good. Even though, like, I feel like some, there's still a line there, but let's just keep it a buck. If you can still make it to work and you ain't stumbling, you ain't struggling to get up every time, and you can actually be a functioning party goer and all that, whatever, then you can do so. But just be careful, guys. Don't get caught up in it. And another thing too, when you're getting caught up in the pub and party culture, is you'll end up forgetting the reason that you're really here. You see what I'm saying? When you become dependent upon the pub, you get dependent upon just partying, you'll forget that you're in this beautiful place, with the exception of walking to the EDR or just looking around. So when you get caught up in the party and culture here, you'll end up forgetting that you're in the actual beautiful place. I even found myself partying so much that I haven't even walked on the trail in about 2 weeks. Haven't even gone to see a geyser in like 2 weeks or nothing like that. I really got caught up so much that I'm not even exploring. I'm not hiking anymore. So that can really happen. You can really get caught up in it to the point where you don't even want to explore the nature and actually the beautiful place that is actually is. So that's just something that, you should just watch out for when you come here. That is one thing that you just be careful with, and have fun responsibly. Just have a balance of things, and just be careful to try not to lose sight of why you're actually here. The second thing that you should not do when you're working for Yellowstone is Xanterra. It's one, I always tell everybody this too. I've been telling all the guys this too. Do not, I repeat, do not bring your heart to Yellowstone. I'm gonna tell you that right. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that for the ones in the back and the ones behind them. Do not bring your heart to Yellowstone. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because that is a really, really big thing. And probably a lot of guys who came here probably don't know how to talk to girls, probably haven't had experiences with women and stuff like that, and they're starting to, any girl that gives them some type of attention, they want to put all their chips into one bag and feel like, oh, this is the one, and they see her walking with another guy, all of a sudden he's crushed and he's feeling like this and he's feeling like that, and he's like, it's a roller coaster of emotions. You got to understand, you need to operate like everybody is just for everybody. And I'm not saying that as in, oh, everybody's just sleeping everybody or whatever. Even if that is happening, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just function as if everybody is just for everybody. Nobody is set in stone. Everybody is pretty much free game. If you look at it like that, you'll be way much better off. You won't feel no type of way you see somebody talking to whoever. But that's a bad thing. You understand, we are in a seasonal working environment. This isn't like a forever thing or nothing like that. So it's another thing. It's a lot of guys that probably haven't had experiences with women, or women that have experience with guys, and it's more so going to happen on the guy side than it is the woman side. But don't fall in love with the girls that give you attention, bro. I'm just going to tell you that right now. As for the guys that probably have never watched any dating channels, or probably haven't been aware of how it is with that it isn't really Disneyland like you think it is, and this is your first time like going at it, don't bring your heart here. I'm just gonna tell you that now. Do not bring your heart here. Have fun with whoever you come across or whatever. You can have fun. Just look at it as a temporary type of situation. Nothing wrong with getting the vibe. Nothing wrong with catching the vibe. But if terms are explained in a different way and y'all actually want to take things further, actually give that time. Don't be like, oh, I want to fall in love with this girl, and you only known her for 3 days or a week or 2, 3 weeks. You haven't even known this person through these different seasons. You don't know how they are when they're mad. You don't know how they are when they're sad. You don't know how they are when they're turning up. You don't know how they are when they're drunk. You don't know how they are when they just don't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? That takes time. And actually, to be honest, this whole season, this entire season, might not even be enough time to even catch them through all those seasons. I mean, through all those seasons of emotions, whether it's male or female. So really take heed to that, and don't bring your heart to Yellowstone, guys and women. Do not bring your heart to Yellowstone. Just try to keep it fun, keep it temporary. You know, if things are progressing, just give it time. Don't rush in anything. The third thing you do not do when you come to work for Yellowstone, Xanterra, is get caught up in the discounts and the general stores, bro. That's one thing, like, especially like when you coming down here, a lot of people's big main objectives to come down. One of the best things of course, apart from being in a very, very beautiful location, is that you have the opportunity to save money due to our accommodations and food needs being met throughout the way the company does. Of course, they take it out of our check, but you don't really miss it. So the thing is another thing that you can usually get caught up in is going to the discount stores and the gift shops and the general stores, and probably going out to West Yellowstone. So I'm going to tackle those one by one. First, the discount store. Now, regardless if we get a 30% discount, whether at the Gaza Grill, whether we're at the gift shop, or whether we are going, at the Snow Lodge front desk, the end front desk, or wherever, at the end of the day, whether you're getting a discount or not, that is still money leaving your account. And then for most of us, now, if you're a good budgeter and you're really on top of things, then I'm not necessarily talking to you, but you can get caught up in this too. But for the overwhelmingly majority of us, we do not budget. I'm just going to keep it a buck. We just go on and spend and swipe and spend and swipe, and we just look at that calculator and, oh man, you see what I'm saying? That's most people. So I'm gonna tell you right now, don't get caught up in that just because, like, oh, I'm saving so much money. Oh, I was supposed to spend $50, but I only spent $37. But that's still $37 leaving your account. So regardless if you could have spent 50, you're still spending money. You see what I'm saying? It still accumulates. That number still grows. That number still building. It's still leaving your account. So understand that just because you're getting a discount, don't get caught up in buying all the stuff in the gift shops and thinking that you're just saving all this money when you're still depleting your account. You see what I mean? That is something that can really, really happen, and it can really creep up on you if it's not checked. And when it comes to the general store, we in Xanterra, we don't even get discounts over at the general store. So don't get caught up in over there. Like, if you're going to go and buy like your liquor and all this other stuff, I think you'd be better off going to West Yellowstone and getting it for like a lower price than the overpriced miss here. Let's keep it a buck. It's really like $10 to $20 more here for like a bottle of like whiskey or something like that. And to keep it a buck, you'll be better off buying in bulk outside in West Yellowstone or Bozeman or something like that, as opposed to actually buying things in a general store. One is a tourist trap. The prices are hiked and jacked up for a reason. We are not meant to be here to spend tourist prices. If we were going to spend tourist prices, we may as well be tourists. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to be an employee here, do not get caught up in the general store, and going to party at West Yellowstone as well too. Now, it's nothing wrong with going out and having fun, but like I say, don't get caught up in it. Don't be going every weekend, spending like hundreds and hundreds of dollars every weekend, and you start depleting the savings account, and you looking like, dang, you could be saving way much more money than you think you are. And even though you might seem like it's a little amount, trust me, a little amount builds up faster than you think. So actually keep that in mind and keep that in check. The fourth thing you do not do when you're working at Yellowstone and Xanterra is do not take your job lightly. That is a big thing. You'll think that you get here, all the jobs easy peasy and everything. Still got to remember, Xanterra and Yellowstone, we're still here to work. Regardless of what you're saying, regardless of what you're doing on the outside, you're still here to work. You're still here to do a good job. You're still here to take your job seriously. Regardless of what you're doing, okay, you're hiking and all that other stuff, but at the end of the day, you're still here to work. So the main thing that's keeping you here is you being an employee for the company. Remember that first and foremost. That is the first thing you did when you came to even apply. You applied for the job. You didn't apply for just an experience. You applied for the job. The experience and all that other stuff come later. But what comes first? That job. And this is what is keeping you here. It's just like when you're in college. If you're trying to keep your scholarship, what do you got a scholarship in? If you got a scholarship in the football, okay, then you got to get your academics right, and you got to get your you got to make sure you're performing on that field. But for us, it's the job. So you need to first and foremost protect the main thing that's keeping you here. Be an outstanding employee. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you like, I'm gonna look at it like this. If you're a star player on the team and you do something and you end up messing up, they gonna have meetings, and it's gonna be hard for them to get rid of you. You see what I'm saying? Like, they gonna have meetings and stuff. But if you like a slacker on a team and you don't really got no stats, nobody don't know you, nothing like that, they can just kick you out the door. You see what I'm saying? Be a star player. Make them have meetings about you and make them actually contemplate getting rid of you. Even though a lot of people do, it's hard to really get fired unless you do something really, really blatant. But I'm just saying, like, just be that star player. You see what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of people get away with stuff just because they star players. Be that star player. There's nothing wrong with doing good at your job. Like, take your job seriously the way it's supposed to be taken. Don't come with the drama. Come with a professional mindset and whatever. No matter what you see around here, no matter how you see people act around here, still come into your job with a professional mindset, ready to work. It is what it is, first and foremost. And the fifth and final last thing you do not do when you come to work for Yellowstone Xanterra is do not complain. And it's a lot of things I see, like, guys, like a lot of people, and it might seem like cliche, but oh yeah, don't complain. And like, why is he saying that? One, there's a lot of people that complain, like, when you're getting the best treatment damn near here. You're getting accommodations, you're getting food, you're getting a hell of an experience, and you want to sit here and complain over some hours or whatever you're not having. Like, don't complain. Do not complain. If you want to change something, just go and change something. But sitting there complaining after you did all this work and made all this effort to get up here, it really just makes you look. It makes you look bad. It makes you look bad on your end. You see what I mean? It makes you look like you're wasting your time being here. Complaining is not going to fix any of the problems that you're going to have here. The best way to go about it is to just handle your business and do things in a professional manner. But sitting here complaining about everything in a beautiful place like this, then you come away and go away and leave whatever situation you was at to come here and have a good time and enjoy yourself and make new experiences, meet new people, and do stuff like that. And the last thing you want to do is complain in a place that you put so much effort to get into. Complaining is not going to solve any of your problems. But anyway, those are the 5 things I say you do not do when you're coming to work for Yellowstone. Hopefully this resonates with a lot of you guys, and hey, hopefully this helps out a couple of future people that might want to come in working in the season, winter season, or future seasons, or whatever. The video will be up. It's Noto the Nomad coming to you with another video. I'm out. I'm all out of favors. Don't ask for nothing, had enough. They driving me crazy. And all I did was show them love. They turning to haters. As soon as I would tell them no, don't ask for nothing, had enough. And all I did was show them love. I did so much stuff for some people, they came up and now they never will admit it. They took all advantage of me.